Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atlacatl, and I'm bringing you guys back another Steel Division 2 video. And in this matchup, we got a matchup on the Boot Camp Discord for the month of November. This is the first round. In this tournament, you have 22 points, and you have to build a total, at least a minimum of 8 divisions. So I'm using 2 points from the, I believe, 9 divisions I had selected. And I'm going to be playing with my Bulgarian division on balanced deployment type. Ranick, on the other side, on the other hand, has picked the 9th guard on balanced deployment type as well. So there's going to be no deployment type advantages here, and so it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup with 2 balanced type deployment types being used. But before we get into the video, I'd like to remind you guys to hit that bell icon, subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel out a lot, and we'll get back to you guys after this deployment. All right, we're off to a great start. As you guys can see, most of my deployment right now is towards the right-hand side, towards the forest line. Some stuff is going towards here, towards the side of the town. A couple machine guns and AT guns to watch over this hill here. This is something that I've noticed in the past that I've been steamrolled before. This road here can get you all the way back here if you don't defend it properly. And what I should have done is place a gun up in the hill instead of placing it in this area, but you know, in the heat of the moment you forget. These guys are clashing right in the middle. There's a few of these infantry squads. They take out one of our transporters. Our armored cars are shooting, but there is a tank in the background, and there is some recon watching over the hill. These guys are getting absolutely mauled, and they get completely destroyed. Here towards the left-hand side, we got our armored car doing some fire support. There is an AT gun that likely will take it out. Oh, he shoots at the P-38 instead. Don't think it... No, it's in sight. P-38 is actually heading down to give some support. No, it's actually flinging around this side. It's supposed to support the infantry. Oh, armored car gets destroyed. There is a Pac-38 over here watching over the road, so the tank is going to be a problem, but it's not going to be able to break through unless it destroys his gun. Everything here in the center has been destroyed. Ranick in the beginning gets us down to 8-16. I was a bit shocked at first by the speed of the transporters he brought in, but we will recover pretty soon. MG-34 is roaring. It's getting a little pinned down by the maximum. Also, the Pac-30 is also a little bit pinned down. But this armored car is doing a lot of work. It's actually giving a lot of cover to the MG-34. And that's actually what's actually saving this entire flag at the moment. These guys are pinned by this maximum gun. Back over here on the left-hand side, T-34 is about to engage the P-38. These things are incredible at close range, and he needs to be extremely careful because they can pick off T-34s and other vehicles. I've even taken out Tiger tanks with them. Oh, gets knocked out. Good kill. More P-38s coming into the mix. They're probably going to be heading down toward the center. Setting up a gun on this hill is extremely important. As you guys can see, it's pinning that Sherman right now. It's going to be able to take it out. It's doing some damage. Oh, that round hits. Oh, and it takes it out. Should also be shooting at the transporters too coming in, but does not. They're able to disembark before. T-34 is making its way up to the mix as the Pac-30 is taken out now, and it's just the MG-34. Some aircraft are in the sky. Armored car is still doing a lot of work, and it's actually helping the push here on the side of the forest. MG-34 is giving us some good support. And we're able to finally get a gun up here. 11-13. Like I said, guys, we were going to eventually even things out. P-38 is doing some work on that infantry squad right there. They can do some damage to it with that with those 14mm AP shells. so far is holding out. There is a nice little blob now. There is a lot of infantry right here. So this is the goal right now, is to clear this out, and along clearing these two lines on the road, and eventually just setting some guns or tanks to be able to cover this. That should give us the advantage. Right now we have some of the height advantage with the hills. Back on this side, more about the same. T-34 is now giving us some problems because it's giving us some. We don't really have anything to shoot back anymore, so the pressure is very hard on the right. On this side over here, the MG34 is still hitting some pretty good hitting pretty good. The armor car is getting shot by that OB-25, but gets pinned down. And that's thanks to the MG34. And the Motopahota squad is also doing some good work. And they've been able to capture this side of the forest and getting really close to this flag. And so far we've been able to recapture some of this lost ground where all these guys got completely mauled in the beginning out of a complete stupid mistake. But now the P-38s are going to be assembling on this side over here, giving some fire support to the infantry. There is now a Panzer IV in the background as well. So we're not as vulnerable as we were before. And our pioneers and our flamers are now starting to clear out as much of the force as they can, as more reinforcements are being brought up by Ranick. This gun's trying to go in here to get a good viewpoint of the road. P-38 is there to try to support in case of an emergency, but it can't really get into this side of the forest. Oh, and now we got some P-38s over here doing some supportive fire. I think we missed the clash between the T-34 and the Panzer IV, if I'm correct. Yeah, there's a destroyed T-34, but I'm not sure. I swear it took it out here, but I don't remember. P-38s are giving some good support. Now with the loss of the tank, his units are a bit more vulnerable now. And these P-38s should be able to push along with some infantry. And Motopahotas and the Pioneers have been able to make it a little bit farther out. They are now taking on some of his infantry in the woods. MG34. Oh, we also lost that beautiful armor car. But the MG34 is still moving forward as well, along with this. What is this? Well, this AT gun. Oh, takes his flag back. Still 11-13, since we're able to take this flag as well. This thing is getting a little bit too close, and it's going to be extremely vulnerable to AT gun. And now the tanks are roaring because they're supporting the Motopahota squad. Will this guy be able to take out that Sherman? Oh, it does. That's a huge kill right there. Panzer IVs are going to be doing the same thing, trying to cut off the road, along with the AT gun, getting as much support as we can. There is another Sherman tank over there as well. Shooting at the convoy coming through. Hasn't spotted the tank yet. Looks like they're not in range almost. I feel like he should be able to see it. I guess they're just out of the line of sight. But I don't think he's out of the line of sight anymore. He is extremely close though. Now, one tactic we're going to use here to try to overwhelm the infantry as well is to set up as many machine guns around this area. And a couple machine guns here to look at the town. We're going to throw as much. We just saw that Sherman tank destroyed by that AT gun, which is a really good addition to the defense of this hill. Now the machine guns are going to be placed around this side here to shoot down on this town, which will give us enough support to eventually push in. Same thing. Oh, that Stuart, that Panzer tank likely got destroyed by that Zis 3. And we got our gun emplacements down here, so it's going to be quite hell for anything that comes around this area. They might be able to take us out here because we're kind of vulnerable here in the center, but we'll eventually patch that up. This P-38 is just moving in unopposed. His units are a little bit scattered around, and they're not really doing anything to it. Our machine gun is really hitting that AT gun really hard. I think he's trying to get it over here to take out that machine gun right now. Crappy 20 millimeter anti-aircraft gun. Doesn't do anything. It doesn't stop that. Now it's shifted over to 1311 on our part. Tank battle between a Panzer and a T-34. And the T-34 died. And so far, we've been able to gain some pretty good ground. Pushing a lot into the right. Center is mostly Ranick right now, and the left is still contested. Though this P-38 somehow made it up all the way up here unopposed, and it's going to be completely dangerous to any transporters or that are not tanks like this. Should be getting into range soon too. So I'm not actually sure why he didn't try to take out that P-38. And I'm actually surprised he's not shooting. He's got the range. Decides to shoot at the end, but a little bit late. Still took it out. This flag is almost on the teeter of falling under our control. As our commander's getting overwhelmed over here. Getting more Pajota squads here. Everything's been cleared on this side. Another tank was just destroyed. Quite a bit of T-34s. P-38s are going to take positions here to stop any infantry pushes. The Panzer IV is fine on its own. And this squad can stay right there. And now our machine guns are putting in the work on the town. There's nothing to push right now, but it is doing a lot of good work right now. And the farther we push, the closer we capture that flag, bringing us at a 10-14. As you guys remember, guys, this is the first matchup. We only did one game based on the fact that Ranick and I both thought it was just one game. I had asked him, I had the second game set up, but it was supposed to be best 2 out of 3, but we ended up just doing one game. Which also gave me the win in the next round. Very dangerous for that Stuart tank trying to come in. He's bringing in a lot of armor. Well, a lot of infantry and armor. Oh, takes out that AT gun. And is pinning down that Pajota squad. The other Pajota squad over here is pinning down some of his infantry over here. And they're pushing up forward, but they're getting mauled by that Stuart. But we still have some support coming in. We also ordered some howitzers and did nothing with them for a bit. They just kind of chilled back in the background. MG34 is giving us some good support. This MG34 has been absolutely phenomenal from the start, doing a lot of damage and a lot of work, and has really saved us quite a few times. And this is some good anti-air, keeping that bomber away. And the Pajota squad was brought up to take care of any infantry trying to get down the road, but it's going to be extremely hard. Might have been a little better to move this a little closer, but that also puts us in range of any Stuart tanks that are coming by. And right now, all the pressure is on the town because of the hill right here. We got more guns and a Stug now. That Pajota squad is doing it all by itself. Another Pajota squad is doing it by itself. Got an MG34 here. So it's just, there's machine guns all along the side of the forest. I'm bringing up another AT gun. There should be a tank coming in as well soon. At least moving this Stug over here would be also beneficial too. There's really nothing in this area. We have gained quite a bit of ground right now with us being in the lead at 13-11. He does capture this flag back, but it is temporary for the moment. And we got these Pajota squads waiting to eventually push into the town. And what are we waiting for? For that 88 to get up on that hill. Putting an 88 on this hill here is extremely effective. In a lot of the sparring matches I've had, this has been in a useful tactic. And he's just building up his forces over here. I feel like Ranick is doing a lot of waiting while we're initiating the fight. In the beginning, he did a quick push that kind of fell apart pretty quickly. But so far right now, he's been a little bit passive. I'm trying to get as many AT guns up forward as possible. Maybe a little bit risky considering the fact the amount of infantry there is. But these Pajota squads are doing a lot of good work. The machine guns are right now just giving us the support we need. Now we just lost one over there. MG34 is defending that AA gun, and the AA gun's also firing back too. Things are getting hectic over there, and these Pajota squads are right now getting completely just mauled by these satrapies in the forest. We do capture the flag temporarily, bringing us at a 14-10, but he decides to spam some bombers. There isn't enough anti-air to really deal with it, and he is trying to take out these Pajota squads. And the push up here is getting a little bit more aggressive now, as this Stug is mixing its way over here. There's 2 AT guns now, so it's going to be extremely vulnerable if just one tank is trying to come through. I'm actually quite surprised he's bringing one up this way, considering the fact that he has some recon. Can he actually see the armor stuff that's over there? Let me check. He only sees one AT gun. Yeah, there's a second one over there. And now this is going to be a maul. Oh, actually, put it in my point of view. I'm going to put it neutral. This Pajota squad is waiting because it's supposed to disembark next to the tank. And this machine gun is pinning down anything on the road. It's going to be extremely vulnerable pretty soon. And we're unable to stop that TU-2 from taking out the machine gun. It should be in range. Yeah, it's in range now. I'm surprised the 88 isn't shooting. Now it's out of range. This entire hill is going to be crammed with just AT guns soon. Oh, knocks it out. Artillery is now firing over there. Not much other stuff going on here. That Pajota squad, literally one guy. It's about to capture the flag here. MG34 is now same MG34 that's just been tearing things apart since the beginning. It's tearing up these satrapies. There's only 2 of them left. I mean, 3 of them left. And these guys just clear out everything and just capture that, bringing the match at a 16-8. Stug's also in position to also ambush at this point, so we've cut off the road. This Stug is going to move up as well, along with another Panzer IV. Some infantry and some more AA guns. And right now the pressure is 100% on the town. And so pretty much everything already on the right-hand side has been captured, except for some of the stuff here. I did have a fear of these units being right there, but still moved the assault gun closer. He is bringing some Stuarts, which could be a headache, and a T-34. But we should be able to deal with him with what we got right now. Getting pretty much close to the end at this point. So far, it's been a decent match, you know, coming back. It has been a while since I have made videos. I do apologize for that. You know, just my work schedule has been hectic. The markets here in the U.S. have been all over the place. So it's just taken so much of my attention recently into that, and I haven't been able to make videos and honestly play the game as much as I want to. So the fact that I've been able to get some time to play with it now, it feels pretty good. Because it has been a hectic month, I would say. Well, considering the fact that so much stuff is happening around the world, I wouldn't be surprised. But here we are again, and we're going to make sure, we're going to try to get videos out as consistent as we can. I am going to try to bring out some sparring footage I had too, of some matches of me and a friend we had together that are getting us ready for these tournament games as well. That might be something I might do in the next couple of days as well. So stay tuned to that. There's going to be a lot more content coming as well. And I appreciate the support as always, guys. It has been, it's honestly been something really cool and awesome to really experience. I didn't get too much support throughout my life, especially in my boxing career when I was an amateur. So just to see that support here in this game has been, you know, pretty cool. It's kind of hard for me to put the words together since I don't know actually how to express them in a way. But I appreciate it, guys. I really do. And I promise I'll try to get these videos out as soon as possible. An entire month of no videos is unacceptable. So I'm going to do my best. And while I'm over here ranting about things, my squads are pushing into the town. With everything basically getting cleared now, it's time to actually put some pressure. Machine gun is roaring up, chopping some of his infantry to pieces. Stug's also taking its up position. These bombers are a pain in the ass right now, and we're not dealing with it with their AA. We should have probably moved it a little closer. I would think it, honestly, a stupid mistake on my part. But at this point, I was just comfortable with the match, and it's a good match to come back to. 17-7. We're in the lead now. If you just tuned in earlier, if you just tuned in now, Ranick was up in the lead at a 8-16. No, 16-8, my bad. And now it's shifted over to 17-7. Putting as maximum pressure as we can on this. Pajota squads are going to try to flank over here. There's a T-34. And the town is pretty much coming into our grasp at this point, as the 88 is pinning down that recon squad, doing a lot of damage. Nice. We even got artillery also getting into the mix. Now we've gained a lot of ground. If we capture this flag here, it'll bring us to a 18-6. And at this point, the match is pretty much over. There's not much Ranick can do to actually turn it around. His infantry's too scattered, and we just have too much on the field at this point. Yep, and he just surrenders. And that is the end of the first round of the intermediate tournament on the boot camp Discord. Let's go ahead and check the results. Almost a 2-to-1 advantage for kills. A lot of my heavier losses came towards the end of the game, which we could have avoided with just a little better planning and some AA. Something I have to keep in mind for the next round as well. Chronology, you guys can see everything here. The TU2s were really doing a lot of work on me. One of the major, I could say, deficiencies on my part is dealing with aircraft. So I have to get better at that. And then our AT gun took it on the AT gun. And this is what I want to see. The P38 takes out T34. That was a good kill, considering the fact these guys only cost 20 points. And this P38 really was smalling and took another T34 1943. Now that's pretty crazy. So 2 T34s were destroyed by P38s in this match. I actually want to know where this other one got destroyed. I'm guessing it was the one that was closer to the flag, closer on the right-hand side. The one that had just been destroyed that I thought got destroyed by the Panzer IV. So I'm guessing that had to be destroyed by one of these. Which is actually kind of crazy because it wasn't up close. Panzer IV also did some pretty good damage to some armor as well. Seems like the AT guns were really destroying the tanks. Maybe a mix of 50-50. The 88, despite it coming in late into the match, did not actually do as much damage as I thought it was. A lot of these multi-pahota squads really did damage to its infantry. And outside of that, just pretty much armored tanks. Stuff like that, this Panzer IV did basically nothing. And let's see what he got. He got some of our multi-pahota squads. Took out actually a Panzer IV with one of his squads. Very impressive. And this is the BS that really was killing me a lot. Was the TU2s. Oh, I remember this early in the match. This AT gun really hurt us. T-34 takes out an armor car. It's only worth 10 points. P-38 gets destroyed by a Sherman. That's expected. Another Sherman. And that's pretty much the end of that. Well, we advanced to the next round. So stay tuned to next week's match. We should have another match coming up this Saturday on the Squire Joust 2. Stay tuned to that video. That should be coming out on Sunday. And as always, guys, make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. And I'll catch you in the next video.